Alright, YouTube, I'm back over here on crib. I'm about to test out that new slip yoke that I just put on. Now this right here is the stock slip yoke. And this the one that came off the 4L80. As you can see, it's a little longer. Now the first one I purchased was the same length as this. It was the exact same length as this, but I didn't account for this being hollow. So this being hollow is about the same length as that part right there. Give or take a little bit, you know what I'm saying? So this the one I ordered, which is longer than both of them over there. So I'm about to get down here and try to put this on, see if it'll work. Now I ain't got my camera set up with my gimbal. YouTube. Alright, so I'm back. And I done figured a few things out when it comes to the slip yoke for the transmission. A little slip yoke issue I'm having. I figured out a few things. And I got some other things that I'm gonna take care of. Alright, so number one, this right here is the fixed slip yoke that came off of the transmission. It's bright over here. Alright, y'all see that little part in there where it's smooth at? It's the same thing on the new one. But if you notice, this smooth part is smaller than this one. This one got a little bit more. Okay, so the output shaft on the transmission, it got a little part up there with this that stops it right here. When you push this in, it's a part where it stopped right there. So that seal that I took off, the piece right behind that seal stops this slip yoke from going in any further. Now this the fixed yoke. It's the second slip yoke that I don't order, but the first one that I ordered that was the exact same size as this. I think that's the perfect one. So I'm gonna send this one back and order that one again. Y'all see I went over there, took the tail housing off because I had to do some measuring. And I had to see what was stopping it. You get what I'm saying? Because this one was stopping in the same exact spot as the last one. So I had to figure out exactly what was stopping it. At first I was thinking it was something wrong with the tail housing, but it's not. It's the actual output shaft. Like I said, I don't watch a whole bunch of videos and I don't figure out the difference between them and everything. You see a lot of videos where dudes cut the slip yoke. I'm not doing that. I'm just gonna have to get the right output shaft put in there. It's a different output shaft. That output shaft is basically for this. Cause even with the last drive shaft, slip yoke that I got, that was basically the same length as this, it was actually shorter. It's a little bit shorter. It still hit that thing. Probably because this right here is not the same size. But you can get the output shaft that don't got that groove in it at all. Or you can take the one that's in there out and have it on machine, have somebody machine that groove down. If I'm gonna take it out, I'm just gonna replace it. Now my plans was in the future is to get the transmission rebuilt. So this part of the thing, this is one of the things that has to be done, and it's one of the reasons why you want to get the transmission rebuilt for your application. Cause I ain't even noticed. See, I'm just ordering slip yokes and stuff. You find some videos where people say it worked, but they don't really show no proof of it working. When they cut it up and all that good stuff, I'm not doing that. Now I stumbled upon a couple of transmission guys. Like, so when you run across videos of people that do this stuff for a living, you find out the correct information. And that's how I figured out about the output shafts and the difference between the slip yokes. That's literally the only difference. It's how much of a groove it got right here. And the style of the output shaft. So I'm gonna I'm just gonna regroup on that and get the transmission to a transmission shop and go ahead and get her the once over. And that way, it'll be correct. That's the way I'm gonna do it. It might be other ways to do it, but for me, from the research I done and found, I don't see making it work without getting the correct output shaft. The output shaft that's in there is for a fixed yoke. It just ain't no way around it. So, yeah. I got some other things that I'm gonna take care of while I finish figuring that out. These are the cross members that go in the front. I had took these off when I first put my headers on them because they was hitting. But by me sliding the engine back, now it's plenty clearance. But they had been getting banged up. I ain't do a good job painting them the first time around. So I'm sanding these down, getting them all nice and smooth, and I'm gonna paint them. Already, I'm about done with this one. I started on that one last night. I know that sun going crazy over here. I hope y'all can see it good enough. But yeah. And then these right here, these are the components to the factory gear shifter from the Caprice. And I got a little piece, a couple of little pieces off of it that I got sitting up there soaking in the rust stuff. But I cleaned these up, and baby, when I tell you, these shits look brand new. I went over there to Aunt crib earlier and grabbed this little piece, cause I gotta clean that up some more. Clean that one up some more, make it look like them. I gotta get off in them little crevices. Get everything clean. I got me some self-etching for that bare metal. I'm gonna spray everything down, paint it up, make it look real pretty light. I got one of them little flexible transmission dipstick things to put in the trans, but I'll worry about that once we figure everything else out about the slip yoke. But yeah, that's where I'm at with it, man. I'm gonna go ahead and paint these up, make them look real pretty light so y'all can see them. Shouldn't be hard to find some hardware for this. I believe somebody in my comments was speaking on using this when I had bought that little universal thing, and they were talking about the say it got a screw for adjustment, and that's what the little thing slide over right there. I'll show y'all all that once I get it cleaned up, but that's up there soaking in the rust stuff. I can see the little groove from where the screw was in it at. But we're gonna figure that out too. I'm gonna go ahead and get everything cleaned up and painted, and it'll be ready for install once I figure out what I'm gonna do with that. But I ain't gonna do too much more talking, man. Hey, yeah. Okay, YouTube, now I don't got everything cleaned up that I plan on painting. Nice and smooth, nice and smooth. I even got this piece right here cleaned up real good. It was a whole bunch of little yellow stuff in there. Y'all seen it, y'all seen it. Had a little rust going on or whatnot. But yeah, I got that cleaned up real good. This is the little piece that came off of the stock transmission that came out of Summer Rain. I guess it's a 700R. So I got this piece off, clean that up real good. Everything basically down to the bare metal except these pieces. There's a couple of bare metal spots showing on these, but they smooth for the most part. So I'm gonna hit everything with some epoxy primer before I hit it with the black paint. Yeah, this part of the shifter too. Got that cleaned up, real pretty light. Got everything basically down to the bare metal. This part right here goes in there like that. Yeah. Yep. Got everything clean. I ain't gonna do too much more talking, man. I'm gonna get everything wiped off, cleaned up. Find me a spot where I'm gonna paint them. I think I might hang everything off one of them stands, off one of them panel stands. Might hang everything off of it. It's like all of them got a spot where I'll be able to run something through a hole. So I hang everything off of it. I'm gonna hit it with some of the self-etching. And then I got some gloss black that I'm gonna hit it with. Try to get it some real nice, smooth, pretty coats up there, nice and thick, so they'll hold up. But yeah, man, that's where I'm at with it. Cut y'all back on once I get everything set up, man. Let's get it. Alright, YouTube, I got all these pieces painted up. Oh yeah, they look phenomenal too. They look phenomenal. I tried to get a couple little cinematic shots while I was doing it. Not too much. I ain't trying to do too much on this video. Just trying to get all these pieces cleaned up and ready. Yeah, that looked good. That came out super good. Can't go wrong with that black, boy. But yeah, I'm gonna let all these dry. Probably for a couple days, man. Let that paint get real good. I'll probably sit them out in the sun tomorrow. All day tomorrow, just let them bake. Really ain't gonna be too hot. I think it's gonna be like high 70s, 76, something like that. Let them babies bake all day tomorrow. And then I sit them to the side up until the time for me to go over there and put them back on the car. And what I got right here is all the hardware for these pieces. I had them soaking in some of that rust stuff. And look at it. Like, yeah. When I get these bolts out of here though, they're gonna look brand new. Probably gonna have to hit these with some paint too, just to keep them from rusting again. But yeah. I ain't gonna do too much more talking, man. I'm gonna let them sit there and dry. Clean up my mess. I've been out here messing with this sunroof. Need to go ahead and clean this metal up, cause every time I go to move it, I be having to be extra careful not to cut myself. And then it'd be nice to just go ahead and have it cleaned up, have everything straight. So whenever it's time to install it in something, it'll be ready for the install. I might go ahead and install it in this baby this week, just to have something to do. Yeah, just to have something to do, man. I got a I have a dashboard too for a Caprice. I'm gonna be redoing that just to get my practice up, man. Y'all know I like to stay fresh, keep myself busy, keep perfecting my craft, getting my skills up as I go. But yeah, man, I just out here messing with the sunroof. Yes, sir. This baby sick. I think I'm gonna go ahead and just put it in the OBS, man. I ain't even about to be playing around. Go ahead and install this baby in the OBS. Call it a day. Yes, sir. Plus, I need me some content. I need to drop some content, so I've been slacking. So a video on this coming up, and a video on me redoing that dash coming up. Just for practice, man. Just something to keep the channel going, keep everything flowing. But like I said, man, I'm gonna cut y'all back on. Well, these pieces are done. They just gotta dry and be installed. I just want to get all these pieces cleaned up before I put them back on the car. And we ain't gotta be doing it over again. Like I said, I'm gonna get that transmission slip yoke and all that figured out, and we'll go from there. I don't really know what this video all over the place. I don't even know if I'm gonna drop it or not, to be honest. I'm just recording something that I'm doing. But I did make a little progress in this video because I figured out the slip yoke issue. So yeah, man, I cut y'all back on making some more progress. Yeah. Bubba. Bubba. YouTube, I'm just letting y'all check out some of the behind the scenes on how I be cleaning up my tools and my parts. Stuff like this I usually don't even record, but let y'all check it out. I'm gonna have to figure out a way to clean out these threads on all these bolts. I know I got a little brush thing. Be nice if I had one that can go on the end of the drill. I'd be able to. Might need to get on Amazon and see if I can find some. The way I can clean the threads on the bolts real good. Well, on the nuts. These are the bolts. But yeah, I got them looking good though. And this piece right here go on the shifter linkage. I'll probably paint these bolt heads back black, but I'm not gonna paint the threads. These bolts right here could be replaced easy too, like honestly. Easy to find something that's the same size, get some washers. I don't mind cleaning them up, so I'm gonna go ahead and clean them up. Ain't a big deal to me. But they can be replaced easy. Like you can go to AutoZone, get some bolts that'll replace these easy. Still might end up being something that I do, but I just like to try to give them a good cleaning. Save what I can. Bolt's good. If I do replace anything, it'll probably be these nuts. If I can't find nothing to get them clean enough, I'll probably just go get some more. But yeah, the bolts look good enough for me. Shit, I'll clean them up real pretty like. Paint them black, send it. Yes sir. Alright, I got all these pieces painted up. They look real good too. Wow. Yes sir. Here's all the pieces for the shifter linkage. That's the bolt. I did find some new hardware for these. I got the nuts and the washers. They didn't have no bolts at the AutoZone that I went to. But by the time I go install these, I'm gonna find new hardware. Just so it can look pretty. I know a lot of time when I paint them heads, and once I torque down on them, paint come off. But yeah, man, this one I'm gonna end the video off at right here. Next video, summer rain going to the shop. So I'm gonna go over there, install all this stuff, call the tow truck, have it come. So right now, it don't got no transmission lines hooked up. So these some extra 6 AN lines that I had laying around. They both about 7 feet long. I'm gonna throw some fittings on them, some AN fittings on them, and we're gonna slap them on the transmission. Probably run them straight to the radiator. I'm not gonna cut these lines. I'm gonna leave them the length that they are. These just some extra lines that I had laying around. Cause once I get the transmission out the shop, make sure I have me a transmission cooler, and I'll probably just run all new lines. I just keep these around for some spares, testing purposes. And this the tail housing to the transmission. I'll probably go ahead and put this fixed yoke back in it. So whenever I take it to the shop, and when it ain't no if, and when they get it running, I don't want transmission shooting out everywhere. So this fixed yoke will seal it up. I'll probably put the O-ring back on it too. Put the O-ring back on the output shaft. put this fixed yoke back on it, just so it seal it up for when they doing the testing, for when they get it running. Got the flexible dipstick. So yeah, that's where I'm at with it. Next video, I'm gonna get over there early. Probably try to go on like a Friday morning. Get over there at the crack of dawn, get all this installed. Shouldn't take me no more than an hour to install all this. Call the tow truck up, get it towed to the shop. Yes, sir. So yeah, that's the game plan. Cause once again, I'm at a standstill with the transmission and the drive shaft. So like I said, I'm just gonna take the transmission to the trans shop. Go ahead and get the once over on it. Go ahead and get it beefed up for horsepower and get the correct output shaft put in it. Now they gotta take the transmission apart in order to replace the output shaft. So if they're gonna be taking the transmission apart, when they put it back together, it's gonna be with new internals. Just go ahead and get it beefed up, have it ready for some horsepower. So yeah, that's where I'm at with it, man. I'm gonna go ahead and end this video off right here. Just wanna give y'all a rundown of what I got going on at the next video. So yeah, we finally hit that time. To go to the shop. Now, I know a lot of y'all been asking, like, hey, you got it running, I didn't get it running yet. I haven't even attempted to start it since the last video of me trying to start it. And the reason being is because I had a whole bunch of stuff that I left off of the table. Like, I just put on the back burner until I was trying to get it running. So I put all that stuff on the back burner. But once I figured out that I couldn't get it running myself, I'm like, boom. Now I put trying to start it on the back burner and get all that stuff done. So I got the interior put together, got my center console put back in there, got all my wires and everything hid, got that squared away, got the rear end squared away, got the brakes squared away, got the transmission installed. All that stuff I had to do, I had put on the back burner. And as y'all seen in the past couple videos, I've been fighting with trying to get the drive shaft right. So yeah, man, we back at a standstill, and I done figured out that one is something I can't do. It's something I can do, but I just ain't in the right position to do it now. So I'm just gonna take it to the shop, let them do it. Get that output shaft changed. And I think we in the game. And once I get the output shaft changed, I'll probably get their recommendations on what slip yoke and all that good stuff. So the slip yoke that I do got, I'm gonna go ahead and send that back. And if everything worked out the way I wanted to, I might have my new drive shaft too by the time I get it out of the transmission shop. I know once I take it to the trans shop, it shouldn't take nothing about a good week. If that, like, you know what I'm saying? I don't see the transmission shops in action, and they don't take long to rebuild a transmission. As long as they got everything they need there when it's time to do it, it don't take long to get it done. So yeah, that's where I'm at with it, man. I'm gonna go ahead and end this video off right here. I got a couple more projects that I'm gonna be working on in the meantime, in between time. Just something to do, man. I gotta keep my skills up, you know what I'm saying? I ain't really been working, I ain't been doing nothing to the cars really. So y'all know I gotta stay fresh, man. I gotta stay fresh, keep my skills up. So one of the things I'm gonna be doing, I'm gonna go ahead and put that sunroof in the OBS. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and put the sunroof in the OBS. It's just been sitting around collecting dust. Hell, I ain't did a sunroof in almost 6 months. So yeah, I'm just throw one in there just to keep myself fresh, man. What else I'm gonna be doing? I got this dashboard right here that go in the box Chevy. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this baby together. I'm gonna go ahead and refurbish this baby, get it all the way together. Like I said, just something else for me to be doing, just for me to keep my skills up. Just so I won't be around doing nothing. Cause Summer Rain gonna be gone for a while. I know she gonna be gone. Hopefully it ain't gonna be a while. The tune shouldn't take long, the transmission shouldn't take long. both of them out of my hands, sending them to the professionals and let them handle it. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do the sunroof. I already got all the material. I got everything I need to do this and that sunroof. So I'm gonna go ahead and get cracking on them, man. We got some beautiful weather. It's go time. But I ain't gonna do too much more talking, man. Like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and close this video out right here. And I'm actually about to get started on this. I'll probably be working on them at the same time. Like while the fiberglass drying for this, I'll probably mess with that some. And then when I do the other layers, when stuff drying, I'll be messing with them. So I'm gonna be shooting 2 videos at the same time. Get back in go mode. I ain't really been doing nothing. I ain't gonna hold you, but a whole bunch of research. Trying to get things figured out. Whole bunch of research. And like I said, man, I am planning on moving. I got a video coming on that too. Like I said, I've been doing a whole bunch of research, trying to get everything that I need to do figured out. Cause once again, I need more space, dog. I had like 0 space, especially over there at Aunt crib. 0 space over there. And then his whole yard is mud. So whenever it rains, everything is muddy. I mean, everything muddy, you feel me? The driveway, everything get covered in mud. The carport over there, it ain't fully sealed, so it still leaked through in spots where it was damaged at. So yeah, man, with all that being said, that's not the spot for me to be working on my cars no more. It's been 3 years. I appreciate Aunt for letting me rock out over there all that time, but I'm growing, my channel growing, my skills getting better. I'm getting hit up left and right for work, especially jobs that really won't even take that long. Stuff I'll be able to knock out with no problem, but that ain't the spot to do it. Like I told y'all, I got another spot. I just gotta go get everything prepped, clear everything out so I can start using the spot. Now, it do have an actual carport where I'm going. It got like 5 carports down there, but none of them are connected. So, and it got a long driveway. It's just way more space. I got a whole field out there I can use. And the field, I plan on getting either a pole barn or one of them metal buildings built. A metal garage or a pole barn. Whichever one I can work out in my finances that'll work out better for me. That's all the research I've been doing, trying to get all that figured out. Yeah, so the first thing I'm gonna do is get down there and clear everything out and get the concrete slab poured. Once I get the concrete slab poured, we're gonna go from there. Everything work out the way I want to, I'm gonna be getting the concrete slab poured. I ain't gonna say this winter, I wanna say right at the top of the spring, right when the weather switching. Go ahead and get that out the way, know what I mean? And with that concrete slab, I can go crazy. But like I said, it's way more space down there. Cause I do wanna get me an inflatable paint booth. Like right now, if I get an inflatable paint booth, I ain't got nowhere at Aunt house to use it. You get what I'm saying? Like, to get to the backyard, that's damn near impossible because of the trees and stuff that's in the way. To do it in the front yard, like I said, if it rain, that yard full of mud, like that ain't the spot to do it. So like that's a whole bunch of stuff that I've been having a dilemma about. So I just finally came to the conclusion, like, yeah, I gotta leave Aunt crib. I can't do no more work over there. I really can't grow over there no more. I don't got my own YouTube channel as far as I can get it over there. We're working on vehicles. I've been getting reached out left and right from sponsors, and those type of business opportunities I want to be able to capitalize on. So yeah, a bigger spot is necessary, dog. And my DMs be blowing up. Like, people really want that work. People really want that work, dog. So it's time to start getting it. You feel me? And with a bigger location, I can have my car down there that I'm working on. And then if I get customer cars, I can bring their cars. Cause I know I'm just getting started, so it ain't like I'm gonna have a full-fledged shop. So I be working on my cars. I still be making the content on my cars, but whenever a customer hit and they ready, I'm definitely gonna take a customers. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just my plans. You feel me? The sponsorship, it's gonna open the doors for more sponsorships. I'll be able to really put their products to the test once I get them. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's go time, man. It's go time. So yeah, man, I ain't gonna do too much more talking, man. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned. I got some heat coming, dog, and I'm gonna take y'all along with me for this process, dog. It's definitely time for the channel to grow. Let's get it. All right, YouTube, y'all see this output shaft? So it got a little knuckle right there. So the O-ring go on that knuckle, and that's the farthest it'll let it go into the slip yoke. So I'm gonna have to get a new output shaft installed in here. That's what I was talking about. I just came over here, shot a quick video, give y'all a visual of exactly what I mean when I say output shaft. It's where the tail housing go, and this is where the slip yoke connect on. So yeah, this is not long enough, and then it stops the slip yoke right here. Yep. So that's why the slip yokes won't work. So that's why I'm sending it to the transmission shop to get the correct output shaft put on there. But yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and get the transmission beefed up. If you made it this far in the video, today is Thursday, the 17th. Summer Rain already called the shop. Summer Rain will be going to the shop on Tuesday, next Tuesday. So if you made it to the end of the video, you will see exactly what I mean by output shaft, and you'll find out this information that it's official. This baby going to the shop on Tuesday. Yes, sir. I just wanted to come over here and shoot a quick little video of that so y'all can get a visual of exactly what I was talking about when I said output shaft and the little knuckle that's keeping the slip yoke from going all the way on. But yeah, man, it's go time. Stay locked in, because once she come from the tune, once she come from the performance shop getting the tune, I'm gonna go ahead and get the transmission off to the trans shop, get it rebuilt so I can figure out exactly what yoke I need to get. And it's go time, man. Let's get it. YouTube, I got that baby wrapped. Now, I messed up on the corners a little bit, so I had to put them clamps up there just to hold that in until it get nice and dry. But for the most part, she wrapped. I went with a wrinkle right there. You can see where I was peeling that top part off it. But once I do the body work, I fill all them low spots in. This side over here clean for the most part. Smooth. You can even see why I went through with my fingernail. Traced out that little line up here too. Now I know after I pile all the fiberglass up there, I ain't gonna be able to do that, but I just did it just because. I got them tucked nice. I'm gonna have to build that up over there a little bit. Smooth it out. Get it looking like that. I'm gonna have to do some finessing in there too. Like piece of that thing crap. I might have to cut that open and peel that out. Cut this a little too short too. It ain't really much folding over on the other side, but I'm gonna make it do what it do. Yes, sir.